it more, or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
44, Mike, you got nothing in there. You got nothing. Check it back. You got take.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Right here. Watch twins.
To throw is Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, We're often taught 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Mahomes now on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for KC. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Jones again on second down. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 14-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Amari Rodgers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the 27, Mahomes. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Tackle made by Chase Young. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. Throw left side, taken in by Amari Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Amari Rodgers with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his big wide receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Edwards-Helaire. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Second down, another shot for Jones. 124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Jones. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Rodgers going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And it bangs off the right upright. No good. So a chance to give his guys a second-half lead there, but it goes by the wayside.
And, Brandon, that's the worst sound in the world for an NFL kicker. Gong!
That was good. Do that again.
Gong!
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 27, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for KC. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves? Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Let's go. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Here we go. 44 to 30. Hey, watch the slide.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Will find the blow complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And game here in the fourth.
So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taking it about the 1. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Mahomes will throw. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Kansas City, they're